Here is the MonsterVerse Godzilla vs. Kong City Battle figure and diorama set, a recent release from Playmates based on the 2021 film Godzilla vs. Kong. This set contains two figures, the 6-inch versions of Godzilla and Kong, various accessories, and a 3-piece multi-level diorama. Two things I like about this set already. One is that Playmates is referring to this as a diorama and not a play set. I think if this were a Hasbro release, they'd try to sell this as a play set where it's just a cardboard backdrop. And the other thing I like is the price. It's $25. So if you figure that the figures themselves are sold separately for about $10 each, they're only charging $5 for the diorama parts, which is a fair and reasonable price. The back of the box shows a different view of the diorama, gives you a little checklist of what is included, and shows you the battle damage reveal action that's on the two figures. On the bottom of the box, we have a visual representation of the checklist of what's included. Inside the box, we have a cardboard tray containing the two figures and accessories. And then we have the unbuilt diorama backdrop with the assembly instructions. And this does feel like it's made from a pretty sturdy corrugated stock. This Godzilla has 6 points of articulation. Legs go up and down with a limited amount of movement. Arms go up and down as well. The jaw opens and closes. And there is a ball joint on the tail that has to be assembled when you get it out of the package. So very limited movement. He's got some white and orange paint highlights on him, and the spines are molded in a flexible plastic in a very nice translucent blue, the blue color that lights up when he uses his flame breath. The flame breath accessory just pegs right into his mouth, and there is a flexible piece that attaches to his chest. When you remove it, you can reveal some bloody battle damage on the inside, so similar to what we've seen in the past in Jurassic Park toys. Kong comes with his axe accessory from the film, and he has a much larger range of articulation than Godzilla does. He's got a 360 head, shoulders up and down, elbow bend, wrists can swivel 360, movement at the hips and at the knees. So a much greater range of articulation than Godzilla, which makes sense because Kong is a primate. He's got a greater range of motion than the big heavy lizard does. Kong also has a battle damage reveal. This flexible piece comes off his shoulder. Kong also features those same type of paint apps we saw on Godzilla with the white, which may represent ash from the burning city, as well as the red glow. We also get two small vehicles included in the set. This heave ship that was featured in the film, as well as a small fighter jet. And both of these vehicles are molded in a solid plastic. Both of these figures are repaints of previously released figures. These molds have been released twice already. First time as quote-unquote regular versions of the characters. The second time they were called Hong Kong Battle, where they were repainted with sort of blue and purple neon highlights to simulate the neon lights of Hong Kong during the climactic battle of the film. There are 5 sheets of these corrugated cardboard parts. All the parts are numbered for easy assembly, and these are one-sided. Everything is plain white on the back. And they look to be all perforated, so you can get them off the cardboard easily enough. This took me about 10 minutes to assemble, pretty straightforward. Just a simple fold and tab and slot system. Get this small wreckage piece to move around. There's this backdrop, and then there's this piece with the 3-dimensional building on it. So you can land the jet or the heave on top of there. What's nice is that they designed it so that the bottom tabs could fold in and under, and they wouldn't be sticking up on a flat surface. And here's how our two monsters look with the diorama backdrop. Looks pretty good. This reminds me of play sets that I had when I was a kid. One in particular called Godzilla versus the Tricephalon Monster, which included a solid plastic Godzilla with an enemy monster, a bunch of army men, tanks, planes, etc., and a big cardboard city backdrop. So I think something like this is a nice throwback to those old play sets where you've got a lot of cardboard pieces to put together. And like I said, you're only paying $5 above the cost of the figures for this cardboard diorama. Not a bad deal at all. One thing I would have liked were more vehicles, some more jets, maybe a few tanks. I would have gladly paid an extra $5 if they had included some more vehicles or, you know, fire trucks, things like that. But it should be easy enough to source some micro machines or other tiny vehicles to add a little color to the set. So that was just a quick look at the Godzilla vs. Kong City Battle Diorama set. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.